Says movie cannot be recorded due to yeah, I know that. Okay. Welcome everybody, Tanner Pfeiffer here with Pfeiffer Football. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going live on YouTube, going live on Twitch, and I believe I'm live on Twitter as well. Let me go to everything and make sure it's all live. Go to profile. Media, maybe? I don't know. It says I'm live, so we'll see. All right, I'm live on Twitch now. Everybody, welcome. Let me know if the music's too loud. I will definitely turn it down or just shut it off if y'all don't like it. I'm not even sure how to like actually find my live stream on here, so I mean I'm just says I'm live. Let me mute it. All right, but I am live, guys. What are we going to talk about? Well, there's quite a bit to talk about. I'm just going to take these off. Let me know if the music is too loud. I will definitely turn it down. I'm going to try to watch the chat. Oh, shoot. Let me... Yeah, okay. The chat is ready to go. I want to talk about Kyler Murray. There's a lot going on right now with Kyler Murray and his agent. They just posted something about... I mean, his agent posted something. Let me pull it up real quick. I don't want to read it word from word. It is kind of lengthy, so bear with me as I get to it. But I just want to read off the main gist, the point of this statement from... Kyler Murray and his agent. Actions speak much louder than words in this vital business. It is now simply up to the Cardinals to decide if they want to prioritize their rapidly improving 24-year-old, already two-time Pro Bowl quarterback who led the organization from 3 wins before his arrival to 11 wins and their first playoff appearance in 5 years. Or rather, if they choose to financially prioritize committing to other areas and quarterback and continuing to merely talk about addressing Kyler's long-term future as their quarterback. Unfortunately, every player and coach and executive in the NFL knows or should know that words and hypothetical contractual promises are regularly dismissed and fleeting in this business. Kyler remains hopeful that the organization chooses to commit so that he can continue leading the Cardinals to further success and value for many years to come. So he's saying that Kyler Murray does want to remain in Arizona and be the Arizona Cardinals quarterback, but he is heading into, I believe, his 4th year of his rookie contract. I think he is due $5.5 million, and there's a 5th-year option on his contract. I don't know how much the 5th-year option will pay, but obviously he's wanting more money. This is all down to money. There were several notable quarterbacks who were extended after their 3rd year in the league. That was Jared Goff, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. I think Carson Wentz was extended after his 3rd year in the league. So there's several quarterbacks there that were extended after their 3rd year in the league. And Kyler Murray may be, is talented, I would say, than maybe a few of them. But the thing is like you can't just... I don't know, it's kind of tough, like, especially when it comes to contract issues. And there was a lot of stuff going on earlier in this offseason about, basically after their regular season ended, that, I don't know, it's just, oh, sorry, I was reading the chat. There was just a lot going on with Kyler Murray drama and the Cardinals saying that he was wanting to be traded, stuff like that. But he does obviously want to stay there. It's just about a contract situation. Let me find a way to pull up the rest of the chat. We're gonna go to Instagram real quick. Hey everybody, what is going on? Tanner Pfeiffer here. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Make sure you tune in. I'll post a link here. Now we're gonna go to my YouTube live stream. We got several people watching. Packers Go, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tap to join. This is the morning show, so pretty cool. Glad this is getting worked out. Off topic, but I'm praying that this war ends. Yeah, for sure. It's pretty awful what's going on over there. No war is good, so that's a fact. I may just turn off the music. I don't know. It looks like we got 3 people watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in. That means a lot to me. I'm going to mute that stream so you don't hear any echo. It should be a decent looking stream. Let's send this to... What are some other other trending topics around the NFL right now that I should talk about? I guess the whole Aaron Rodgers thing. I don't expect him going anywhere though. I do feel like he's just going to be he'll be back with the Packers. Oh, here is something interesting. All right, let's try to look at this. So, according to Pro Football Talk, it looks like the Dolphins reportedly reached out to retired Saints head coach Sean Payton for their head coaching vacancy, but the Dolphins denied the request to interview him. Now, this post says the Saints denied their request to interview him, but that's obviously a typo. Now, obviously, this is a rumor, according to Pro Football Talk. I'm not sure exactly how accurate it is, but Pro Football Talk does have a lot of stories, so they are pretty notable. That is interesting, though, because Sean Payton is expected to join, is it Fox, as a broadcaster? I'm not sure, but he is one of the leading candidates to go into the TV enterprise as an analyst or a broadcaster. I think with Fox. Don't note me on that. It's definitely one of those things for either Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, you know, all that stuff. Because that is interesting. Could you imagine Sean Payton, if he was the head coach for the Miami Dolphins, how elite that offense could be, because he is just one of the best and most sharpest offensive minds in the history of coaching. Year after year, he's had a really, really elite offense. And I don't know. I just really like Sean Payton. I think he's a great head coach. He could really take that franchise in a new direction. Offensively, they already have a great defense, but that could have been interesting, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. We're going to go to my Twitch as well. Twitch.tv, and make sure I'm live on there. It says I'm live. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're live on Twitch. Let's go to... I guess I could go live on Instagram. I could go live on Instagram, checking connection. I'm going to pin my comment live on YouTube and Twitch. Only reading chat from there. And then we're going to pin that comment. Guys, on Instagram, we are live on YouTube and Twitch. You make sure you go to my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel. Make sure you hit follow and subscribe. I'm only hopefully going to try to be reading the chat from Twitch and YouTube to get things rolling in that direction on other platforms. So if you are here on my Instagram, make sure you go and you tune in on YouTube and Twitch, guys. It is 5 for Football on both platforms. I'm also live on Twitter, so you could check that out as well. Shout out St. Louis from Oakland. I'm not in St. Louis, but I'm a huge St. Louis Cardinals fan. We are talking about some trending topics. We've already talked about Kyler Murray, his future, and the release statement by him and his agent. We have talked about a Sean Payton. Reportedly, it was rumored that he was requested. The Dolphins requested an interview with Sean Payton, so that was interesting as well. Guys, make sure if you're on my Instagram, you go to my YouTube and Twitch. We were talking about several things today. Lots of trending things, guys. Some teams playing in Germany and somewhere else. I'll have to go to my profile here and see my tweets. The Packers announced that they're playing in London. I think that's the first time they've ever played overseas like that. So that's pretty cool. The Bucs will play in Munich, Germany in 2022. That's interesting as well. Remember, guys, if you're here on my Instagram, go to YouTube and Twitch. Help me on those platforms as well. I'm trying to do a daily live morning show and then get some clips from those to post on my YouTube. Guys, I'm trying to get my YouTube taking off. That's going to be, hopefully one day, a main source of my income. But we'll see. We'll see about that. I do like to go over the latest NFL news, but when there's nobody chatting, it is kind of hard. So make sure you guys are chatting. Go to Twitch and YouTube with some comments, questions, concerns, anything you guys want to talk about NFL related. NFL related, guys. 5 for Football on Twitch and YouTube. You will see the chat on my stream. So if you guys go and chat on Twitch and YouTube, you will see your name pop up, so you get a free shout out right there. My camera's right here. My phone is right here from for Instagram Live. But if you're on my Instagram Live, make sure you're reading that pinned comment. We've been live for 14 and a half minutes. You can tell in Germany you are hyped for the Bucs. Okay, so are you you live in Germany? That is awesome. Well, Kyler's contract demands work for him. I think it's going to, because what's going on, Maddie? Thank you so much for tuning into the YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe as well. Will Kyler's contract demands work for him? I think they will eventually. I mean, I'm sure it was in the Cardinals' plans to extend him, but I don't know. I don't know what he's demanding, like, financially, how much he's wanting, but I don't know. It's kind of tough. Yes, you are in Germany. Wow. Well, thank you so much for tuning into my live stream. What time is it there for you guys? Remember, guys, if you're here from my Instagram, tune in on YouTube and Twitch. You will see your chat pop up on my stream. One sec. YouTube. My camera's kind of in my way, so I was trying to read a chat for a DM. It is 4:27. Is that PM? Oh, 4 p.m. Okay. Dang, dude, it's 9:28 a.m. here, so that's insane. You're from the UK, so you don't understand every rule yet. Can you tell me what franchise tagging someone is? I've been seeing it. Yeah, okay, great, Maddie, great question. What is the franchise tag? The franchise tag is like you're able to apply a franchise tag on somebody. It's kind of tough. Okay, the franchise tag is worth a certain amount of money. Let's say in this case, $18 million. It's basically like a tag, like you can sign that player to a 1-year deal with or without their say-so, I believe. You can just tag that player, which means they're going to be with that team for at least one more season. That's just kind of how that works. And I think you're able to tag somebody up to only 2 times consecutively, after twice. But nobody likes to use the franchise tag because it basically pays that player like over $15 or $20 million. So doing that kind of guarantees that player $20 million for that season. So financially, though, some teams are only able to do that. I don't know. I don't know like all the specifics on it, but it's kind of tough. It's kind of like just signing them to a 1-year extension. Why is this guy even here? We're just going to remove him. That's so annoying. Yeah, players do not like being franchise tagged for the most part just because they want, I mean, if you're a player, you want a guaranteed future. You don't want to be like, okay, so you're only going to keep me in Green Bay for one more season. A lot of players want that guaranteed of their future. They want to know that they're going to be in a city so they can plan their family, their future. They want to make sure that they're going to be long-term extension. Does that make sense? Yeah, Maddie, I'm not the most knowledgeable person about football. I just love to talk about it, but I think that's kind of how it works. You're welcome for clearing that up. I didn't know you're from the UK. That is awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love American football, man. This is the way it's going. Top 3 places Chris Godwin goes to? That's a great question. Let's see. He was franchise tagged this season, so he's either going to sign an extension with the Bucks. I'll say not Raiders, the Packers maybe. I don't know, another team. Make sure you guys, if you are on my Instagram live stream, you got to go to my YouTube or my Twitch to comment and chat, and you will pop up on my stream, and that's how I will communicate with you guys. I'm trying to get my Instagram to move over to my other platforms to help myself out. Godwin to the Raiders? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Yeah, no, Green Bay is playing in London. All those teams are going to be considered the home teams. Yo, what's going on, young? Russell to Pittsburgh Steelers? I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know about that. I do think that Russell Wilson, God, that's a tough situation. That's a very tough situation. Okay, we're going to talk about Russell Wilson. Where are the potential landing spots for him? There was like a rumor flying around. I don't know if it was a rumor. I think it was an actual report. Was it Chris Ballard, the Colts GM or owner, said that he is a big fan of Russell Wilson and would actually like to trade for him. But it's not about whether or not other teams want to trade for him, because obviously other teams are going to want Russell Wilson. It's about whether he wants it and whether the Seahawks want it. Now, if I was Russell Wilson, I don't think the Seahawks are going to win another Super Bowl with his tenure there. So if I was Russell Wilson, I would want out. But I know, like, you've got family there. You got family and friends. That's your team. That's your hometown. Not his hometown, but that's where he's been his entire career. So I don't blame him if he does want to stay, but I just don't see them going to another Super Bowl. I think his time there should be done. If I was Russell Wilson or if I was the Seahawks, I guess the Pittsburgh Steelers could be an option. I think that they're confident, though, that they want to try to start Mason Rudolph. There was a comment a few days ago saying, if the 2022 season started right now, Mason Rudolph would be our starter. Dwayne Haskins would be the backup. So I don't know if they would trade for a top-tier quarterback like Russell Wilson. Now, the Colts are now open to upgrading their quarterback position. Could you see Carson Wentz heading to Seattle in some kind of exchange for Russell Wilson? I don't know. That would be interesting. I don't know any other landing spots for him. Maybe potentially the Washington Commanders. I don't know what they would trade for him, what Seattle may even ask, if they're even willing to trade Russell Wilson. That's just kind of the issue there, is whether or not the Saints would even trade whether or not the Seattle Seahawks would even trade Russell Wilson. Love your Instagram, by the way, and best replacement for Pittsburgh quarterback. My crazy pick would be Mariota or Wentz. Yeah, I don't know. Wentz, to me, is just not a starting tier quarterback. You could see Russell Wilson going to Washington. That's definitely possible. Hey guys, if you're on my Instagram live, make sure you tune in to Twitch and YouTube to chat. I'm only answering questions on Twitch and YouTube. I got to try to get my other platforms rolling. Thank you so much, though, for tuning in. Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, I do think like it is a chance that he is shopped, but I just don't know. I don't know what the Seahawks would be asking for Russell Wilson. I think he's going to be, 33, 34 heading into the season, so. I do think, though, that the Pittsburgh Steelers are confident in Mason Rudolph. I would not be confident in Mason Rudolph. I'd probably rather even start Haskins just because he has more ceiling, in my opinion. And he's still pretty young. They're both young, but I think Haskins definitely has more ceiling than Rudolph. I could see Haskins being a starter. Honestly, I thought the Giants would have drafted Dwayne Haskins rather than Daniel Jones, but for some reason they went with Daniel Jones. I do think that Haskins could have had a better career so far if it was with the Giants, but it played out the way it was going to play out, so. '49ers Media, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining. Nick, welcome. Thank you so much. Guys, make sure you tune into my my Twitch and YouTube lives. I'm only going to answer the chats. Only going to answer the chat and questions, guys, from YouTube and Twitch. Make sure you tune in on those platforms. I got to get Instagram moving over to my other platforms, guys. Let's see. Where are the other... Yeah, so make sure you get these chats going on my stream. You guys go to YouTube or Twitch. I'm also live on Twitter, but I never really have many people watching on Twitter. It says I have 0 viewers, so that explains it. I have no hope in Rudolph, even as a big Steelers fan. I feel Haskins would be a better match and have better chemistry with our wide receiver core. I just feel like, yeah, I definitely feel like Haskins has way more ceiling than Mason Rudolph. That's just the way it is. 49ers Media, what's going on? Thank you so much, guys. Gal, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in to the YouTube, guys. We're going on. Keep doing your thing, man. Big supporter. Thank you so much, 103. Make sure you guys go to YouTube and Twitch. I'm live on there. We're going to shoot this basketball. Totally missed that shot. Do I think the Panthers will trade Christian McCaffrey? Not this season. If it is, that's going to be one of the biggest blockbuster trades of the offseason for sure. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm going to move this so I can see my chat a little bit better over there. It's kind of tough. This angle is kind of tough to live stream from because I got to go like this to read my chat. Any other questions? Comments, concerns, make sure you put them in the chat. If you guys did see Christian McCaffrey getting traded, where would you see him being traded to? That's the question. Who would trade for Christian McCaffrey, who's had trouble staying healthy the last 2 or 3 years? That's a hard choice right there. Who's in desperate need of an elite running back only when healthy? You got to think about. Oh, that felt good. You got to think about durability. Who's going to be durable enough? Okay, so 49er Media, good question. The only prospects I'm curious about are Arkansas. I mean, I live literally 20 minutes from the University of Arkansas. I work there. So Treylon Burks, wide receiver. Really love Treylon Burks. Talented guy, super quick. Other than that, I don't know much about any of the college players. When I watch college football, other than the playoffs, I really only try to focus on Arkansas football. And Treylon Burks is a first-round prospect, and it's been a long time since I think we've had a first-round pick. Hunter Henry, I think, was the latest high draft pick, and that was round 2. What do you grade Kenny Pickett? I didn't really watch him play much in college. I can't tell you. That's tough, man. I would have to know all the talent that's in the draft. Make sure you guys, if you're on my Instagram trying to comment, make sure you go to my Twitch and YouTube. I will read the chat and questions from there, okay? I don't know. Is Kenny Pickett even a first-round pick? Depends. Because I know it's not a very deep class at quarterback. There's no one I'm like, oh, my God, that's a great quarterback. I'm just not, overwhelmed with any of the quarterbacks yet. Ugh. Make sure you guys are leaving a like on this video. Yeah, if you're watching on my YouTube, make sure you leave a like. I'd appreciate it very much. He's a top 3 quarterback in the class this year, although the quarterback year is bad. That's what I think. Yeah, I mean, I've heard he's one of the top, and Matt Corral, but I'm not big on him either. I remember I was at the game. I was working the game where Ole Miss came to Arkansas. We had 6 interceptions on Matt Corral, or Matt Corral. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. You could see CMC in Seattle to elevate some of the pressure off of Russ. That's if Russell Wilson stays. I don't know, man. That's tough. That is tough. I don't know. I mean, they have... excuse me. I feel like the Seahawks aren't using their running backs correctly. They have Rashad Penny, but I don't think they're going to bring him back. I wouldn't. The guy's never healthy. He was only healthy for the second half of the season. I don't know who else. They have Alex Collins. I love Alex Collins. I think he's a good running back. Obviously, I'm biased, though, because he was an Arkansas Razorback. You like Matt Corral? Matt Corral? Is it Corral or Corral? Try to let me know. I don't even know. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's going to be a starter in the league. I just don't. I don't think he's that good. He threw 6 interceptions against Arkansas. I remember watching that game, dude. I was at that game. 6 interceptions. Wait, what did I say first? Coral or Corral? It's Corral. It is Corral. It is Corral. Guys, thank you so much. We're up to 8 viewers on YouTube. That's a lot. That's actually a lot for me. And we're up to 3 viewers on Twitch, 8 on YouTube. Looking good. Guys, make sure you follow my my channel on Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube, Fire for Football. Will the Packers re-sign Adams, get Rodgers back, sign Godwin? I do think they're going to get both those players back. I don't know who they're going to add at wide receiver. If they do want to win a Super Bowl, they've got to upgrade the wide receiver position. It's killing me every year. They're trying to make do with Alan Lazard, MVS. They still have St. Brown. Come on. I mean, these guys aren't just going to cut it. I feel like Lazard is literally 50-50. He can catch these insanely contested throws, and then he can just drop a wide open pass. So I'm not sold on Lazard. Watching this while playing Fortnite. Love the stream. Thank you so much, Young. I really appreciate that. Adams and Godwin could be a scary duo. They could be. They could be. I just don't know how much Godwin is expecting in free agency. If he takes anything like less than $15 million a year, it's going to be because he's trying to join a contending team. I don't know. Adams and Godwin, yeah. We also need a better tight end. I like Robert Tonyan, but he was hurt this year. DeGuara, he's not cutting it. I do like Dominique Daphne, but he's not getting the playing time. Mercedes Lewis is more of a blocking tight end. Isn't Godwin hurt? Dude, I forget. Godwin might be hurt. Frick if I know. If he was hurt, it was a while back. I would have to like research that. I would like I don't know who I would bring in free agency if I was the Packers. I'd have to look to see who's a free agent this year at the wide receiver position. But that's a tough one. Because you'd want like a star receiver. They don't need any mediocre wide receivers. I love Randall Cobb, but he's not the wide receiver two there. And he's not young anymore. He's like 32, 33. It's tough, man. How much do you think the Bucs will change without Brady? I mean, I don't think they're going to be a contending team. They are pretty stacked. They brought back Leftwich, Bruce Arians, Todd Bowles. They did have a star offensive lineman just retire. Chris Godwin tore his ACL. All right, well, maybe he'll be cheaper. He should be back, but maybe teams aren't going to take a big risk on him or try to overpay him. Because it's going to be a risk to sign Godwin. I think the Bucs will change a lot without Brady. Just depending who they get at quarterback. Kyle Trask isn't ready. They're just got to get a gunslinging quarterback. I think Mariota may do well there. Some guy who can throw it, who's got an arm and is very agile. Would I like Michael Gallup? I would. But I don't know if he could be the standout guy, the true number two. No, he won't be because he tore his ACL as well or something like that. Gallup won't be back week 1, and so Godwin. Godwin may not be back week 1. Brandon Cooks would be amazing to trade for. I don't think so. He's got a very, very bad injury concussion history. Literally, he's had like 6 or 7 concussions, and I love Brandon Cooks. Don't get me wrong. It's just he can get hurt easily, and he's still pretty young. He's probably like 28, 29 years old. He's been on like so many different teams. Who do you think should back up Trey Lance? Don't know. That depends who you guys have on your roster. I don't think you have what's his face anymore. The quarterback from Iowa. You had like 2 quarterbacks from Iowa who played with Kittle. I don't know who should back up Trey Lance. Or if they may try to bring in a true veteran quarterback to, give him some pressure in camp. But I don't know. Richard, what's going on? I know you guys want Adams back, but I'm telling you, he'll at least listen to offers, and the Raiders will definitely shoot one out there. If he does, in fact, hit free agency, yeah. If he does hit free agency, yeah, he's going to get offers, that's for sure. Guys, make sure if you have questions in my Instagram live stream, you got to go to Twitch or YouTube. I'm reading only the questions and comments from there, okay? I'm sorry, but I got to get my other platforms taken off. Nate Sudfeld was the third quarterback. Dang, wasn't he on the Eagles? Yeah, Adams is going to get other offers, that's for sure. Oh. I mean, he's Devontae Adams. He's the best wide receiver in the league right now. Of course he's going to get other offers, but that's only if he hits free agency. And it's looking like he will. It's looking like he will. Let's see. There was a tweet just now from Pro Football Network. Let's see. You don't have Twitter or Twitch. If you have a YouTube, or you can watch you don't even have to sign in on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, type in 5 for Football. You will see my live stream pop up. I'd appreciate it if you guys tune in on there. All right. Pro Football Network just tweeted. A tweet from Pro Football Network says, the Steelers are very interested in a potential first-round quarterback. Sources tell Tony Pauline that Pittsburgh is targeting 3 signal callers as free agency approaches. Now, this would obviously be the top 3 quarterback prospects in the class. And who would that be? Was it Matt Corral, even though he's hurt, coming off that ankle injury? Who is the really dynamic quarterback? I don't know the college quarterbacks that well this year. Let's see. College. Oh, it's Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett. Yeah. Okay, so who would the Steelers pick? If they're going to choose... They say there's 3 candidates in the first round that they could potentially target. According to Pro Football Network, right now, CBS Sports has them, the top 3 quarterbacks in the draft would be Matt Corral, Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett, Sam Howell, and Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati. Who would I pick if I was the Steelers? Who fits their offense more? Matt Corral is obviously, yes, he can move, but he's going to be more of the pocket passing guy, and he is the number 1 prospect quarterback, I think, in this class. Who would fit the Steelers more? And I think they've been eyeballing Willis. There's been rumors that the Steelers have been interested in Willis since the not the combine, but like pro days. So probably the Steelers are targeting Malik Willis. I think he will be available for them. He is a junior coming out of college. He's the number 2 prospect quarterback. He is 6'1", 215, and he can move. NFL comparison, Lamar Jackson. He can move. I don't know how well that may work with the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, because you've had Big Ben for like 18 years or 20. I don't know. How long was Big Ben there? Since 2004. So he was a pocket passing guy. That's just the way Big Ben was. Malik Willis would definitely give you way more options in that kind of offense, but it would take some major adjustments because the Steelers are not used to having a dynamic quarterback. But that could definitely put them in contention, especially a guy who can run like Malik Willis. But if you do want the same kind of pocket passing quarterback, you might have to go after Matt Corral. Kenny Pickett can run as well. Sam Howell maybe is a pocket passing guy. But you guys tell me your thoughts on that situation. The Pro Football Network Twitter just tweeted that they are targeting... The Steelers are very interested in a potential first-round quarterback. Tony Pauline of Pro Football Network is told that Pittsburgh is targeting 3 signal callers as free agency approaches. So they're either going to pick up a veteran or draft a potential first-round quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater, maybe? Yeah, he could be. Yeah, he could be a potential fit. I do like Teddy Bridgewater. I really do. Bears United, guys, make sure you go to my Twitch or YouTube to tune into my live stream. I'm only going to try to answer questions from those. I got to expand my platforms. There are reports that Tomlin talked to Willis's family. Probably. I don't doubt it. But isn't that tampering? Aren't you like not allowed to do that yet? I don't know. They could draft they're going to draft a quarterback and then pick up free agency quarterbacks. But they do have Haskins. You got to think about that. The Steelers also have Mason Rudolph, who they said right now would be their 2022 starter. There's just a lot to it. There's a lot to it. So we got 3 people watching on YouTube, 3 people watching on Twitch, and 4 people watching on Instagram. Guys, it's going to get a very, very interesting offseason, okay? Once offseason hits, the combine hits, it's just going to it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. This is the time of offseason. You're getting excited because you need more football content. You got to have more football content. Man, I forgot to add something. Let's see. Media source. I'll show you guys what I made. Countdown. Browse. Check this out. I made a countdown. So whenever I start streams from now on, I'm going to have a countdown timer. Probably have some music playing for you guys. But you can tell me your thoughts on that. I don't know how to like loop it. I think you may have to like loop. So if there's only like 5 seconds left, we'll see if it loops. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's looping. So that's going to be on there. You hope I blow up? Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Guys, there's a lot that I want to do. I have a long ways to go before I'm where I want to be. That's for sure. Bruce Arians could do more with Jimmy G. He'd be the closest thing to Brady. Steelers would definitely benefit from Willis far more than Corral. Teddy needs 1 more year in Denver. Denver needs to draft a quarterback or pick up a star. That's just the thing. Here's a bold prediction. This is Bill Belichick's last season, and we don't even know it yet. I mean, I'm not surprised. The dude's like pushing 70, or maybe he is 70. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people thought he was going to retire when Brady left New England, but he didn't. So I do think he's one of the best coaches in the NFL still. What he managed to do with a rookie quarterback and Mac Jones is ridiculous. All right, guys, I do think I'm going to end the stream. I'll answer like 1 more question, and then I'm going to head out. I got things I got to do today before I work, and I got to go to work too. Do you think JJ will be traded? Is that JJ Watt or Juju? Is that Juju? If it's Juju, what, is he a free agent? He might even be a free agent, so I don't know. Oh, J.J. Watt. He did not seem happy when that season concluded. He did not seem happy at all with the efforts by the Cardinals. He wanted to join a Super Bowl contending team, and he did not. And I knew that once he signed there. I was like, still, like, it's just not a team going to going to compete for a Super Bowl, and he's still signed there. I'm not surprised at all the way that the Cardinals played out. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury is a good head coach. It does look like according to Aaron Wilson, the 49ers are hiring Nick Sorensen as a defensive assistant. So good for the 49ers. 49ers media, if you're still here listening, they are hiring Nick Sorensen. Who is Nick Sorensen, you ask? Well, let me figure out. Former safety is currently a defensive assistant with the San Francisco 49ers. He was a former special teams coordinator with the Jacksonville Jaguars and Dolphins. Oh, no, he was signed by the Miami Dolphins in 2001. Jeez. Early Super Bowl prediction, it's too soon to tell, man. There's absolutely no idea. Up until free agency is done, there's no way to tell any Super Bowl prediction. That's just how it is. You just saw that. Okay, good. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to end the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for all your support, the subscribers, the followers, everything. Everyone right now watching on YouTube, we got 5 people watching. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, 5 for Football. Follow me on Twitch, 5 for Football. I'm going to be trying to do daily morning live shows, except for Wednesdays. I have work on Wednesday mornings. I work 2 jobs, guys, 2 jobs, and I have an internship, and then I try to manage all my social media full time, so it's a lot of work. But I do try to provide everything I can for you guys. Thank you so much. Instagram, I will be posting today. So see you, Instagram. Are you sure you want to end your live? Yes. And as always, guys who are in my YouTube and Twitch chat, thank you. You have literally no idea how much it means that you hang around and chat with me. It helps me keep the stream going because answering questions literally helps me more than you could think. I mean, otherwise I'd just be sitting here like trying to come up with topics, and it's tough. It's really tough. So thank you guys. Gaal, I don't know how to pronounce that, so forgive me. Gaal, Young, Gordu, and Richard, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Shooter, and of course 49er Media. I don't know your first name, but you can DM me if you want. Guys, thank you so much. I am out.